أعوذ بالله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم. Ayah number 12, Surah Mujādilah. We continuing the discussion of Najwa. Najwa mean when you do consultation hidden with somebody, whispering, hidden consultation. So now, one of the bad habits of the hypocrites is that the Prophet ﷺ was very easygoing and he was very humble. Like he pray his salat outside, there will be like an old widow and she will say, go with me because I have some job, and he will just go with her. So now the hypocrites, they will say to the Prophet, I need to consult you in a matter. And then they will say something very funny, like they will say, my cow is sick. You know, these kinds of thing, negligible thing. Just to distract the Prophet and to waste his time, and just for shararat and shar, this is what they used to do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to put, and these hypocrites, they were very stingy, they were very miserly, bakhil. You know, المنافقون والمنافقات بعضهم ببعض يأمرون بالمنكر وينهون عن المعروف ويقبضون أيديهم. They used to keep their fist, their hand tight like this. That means that they were not giving a penny for the sake of Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this command that He say, okay, it is not for free. If you want to consult the Prophet and take private time of his, so what you do, before you give some charity, like 1 dinar, 1 dirham, half a dirham, anything, any amount you give to the poor people, then you will be able to take that private time of the Prophet ﷺ. So this was not for hypocrites, because hypocrites were treated for all practical purposes just like Muslims. There was no label. So the hukam was am, it was for everybody. Now the poor people, Khabbab and Ammar and Yasir, Abdullah ibn Masud, they were so poor Sahaba that they have not enough clothes to cover themselves, so they used to hide behind the back of other Sahaba. You know, because they had minimum clothes. And they used to be fed by the Prophet ﷺ in the masjid. They had no food. Now, they need to talk to the Prophet many times. So how will they give charity? They cannot afford, so it becomes very hard. So this hukam was cancelled. Okay, this ayah number 12 say give charity, and ayah number 13 say, okay, don't give charity, because it looked like this hukam is troubling the poor Sahaba who are the true sincere people. Now, this was revealed in the morning, and in the evening it was cancelled. This was the hukam which remained implemented only for one day. And Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu say that I have the honor that I am the only one that I practice this hukam. Because in that one day that this hukam was there, that Ali radiallahu anhu, he gave some charity, and then he came and he did najwa, whispering, hidden consultation with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? So this is the background of the ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, all those who have iman, faith, idha when najaytumur rasula, when you do hidden consultation with the Prophet, faqaddimu, so do in advance. Qaddama yuqaddimu taqdeem mean that if you do something, when you bring something forward, you do ahead. So faqaddimu also mean do in advance, and bayna yaday also mean beforehand. Okay, so this is more ta'keed. Faqaddimu, so offer some charity. Bayna yaday, before. So offer in advance some charity before your najwa. Okay, so faqaddimu, so offer in advance, bayna yaday, before najwakum, your hidden consultation, sadaqatan, some kind of charity. Okay, ذَلِكَ, this giving charity, خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ, is the best for you. وَأَطْهَرْ, and the most purifying. Athhar mean the most cleaning, the most purifying, which means it will purify your heart. from hypocrisy, okay, and kufr and shirk. فَإِن lam, so if not tajidu, you find charity. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ, so on occasion you don't have charity, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ, indeed Allah, Ghafur is forgiver, Rahim, full of mercy.
Ya ayyuhallazina, those amanu, who believe in who bring iman, idha, when najaytum, you do hidden consultation, ar-rasula, with the prophet, faqaddimu, so in advance,
offer in advance,
bayna yaday, before najwakum, your hidden consultation, sadaqa, charity. Dhalika, that khayrun is better, lakum, for you, wa athhar, and most purifying.
Wa
athhar, most purifying. Fa illam tajidu, so if you don't find charity, fa inna Allah, and indeed Allah, Ghafurun, is most forgiving, Rahim, merciful.
Yailin.
Yailin najaytum, okay? Zahid, right? Your name is Zahid? Zahid. Okay. So now look here. This is called Yailin. Okay. Yailin means when this is a ya, right? And the ya has this thing, which is called jazam or sukun. So ya with sukun, and the letter before has a fatha, zabar. You see? So when this setup is there, so what you do? You say the ya. It looks very funny. When there is a ya, and the ya has a sukun, and the letter before has a fatha, then the rule is what? You say the ya. So what you have to say the ya anyway. What is the rule? No, because if there was a kasra and the jim, you don't say the ya. Say kasra and the jim. Na jitum. So where is the ya? There is no ya. Because the sound of the ya is what? Yay, ye, this is the ya. Okay? So that is why we say the ya, because sometimes you don't say the ya. And the ya only is another kasra. Okay? Najitum. You see? So najaitum. This is called yailin. Okay? You remember that. Tomorrow I will be asking you. What is yailin? The ya with sukun, the letter before has a fatha. So what you say that ya. Why? Because sometimes you don't say. So na, instead of saying, look, like for example in our Pakistani accent, what we say? Najaitum. Ye. Don't say najaitum. Najaitum. How will you say? Say najaitum. Okay? Ar-Rasul. Okay, again here, look. There is what? Ya with sukun, the letter before has a fatha. So you do again here. Baina. And if you put a kasra on the ba? Bina. You see, the ya disappear. Bina. Bay. This is the ya. Baina. Again here. Look here. Ya with sukun, and the letter before has a fatha. So how you say? Yadai. Okay, so dekho teen aa gaye. There are three, so that you can make it perfect. Yailin. The name of the rule is what? Yailin. Najaitum baina yadai. And this rule you can apply in Surah Al-Fatiha also several times. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim. You see? So there also. Don't say Ghayril maghdubi alayhim. Don't say like this. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim. The best example is, like for example, if there is an imam, you call him what? Sheikh. But in reality it is what? Shaykh. Okay, because ya has sukun, the letter before has a fatha. So the actual word is what? Shaykhun. Okay? Wa abuna shaykhun kabir. Okay, so similarly here you will say what? فَقَدِّمُوا بَيْنَ يَدَيْ نَجْوَى. What is here? Qalqala. You bounce it. Say Najwakum. Say this word. Sadaqah. Okay, so don't say sadaqah. Sadaqah, because there is a ha here. And don't miss this ha. Again here. What is here? Yailin. Again, look. Ya with sukun, letter before. How you say? Khayrun lakum. What is the wrong way? خير لكم.
خير.
خير لكم is the wrong way. Okay. خير لكم. What is here?
قلقلة.
Do it.
أطهر.
وأطهر.
أطهر.
What is here?
Nun second followed by a lam, so idgham bila gunna.
Do it.
فإن لم.
فإن لم. What you do in idgham bila gunna? What you do?
You merge the lam.
You
and the
merge
lam.
what in what?
The lamb and the lamb. The noon, the lamb and the lamb.
The lamb with the lamb. You hear? You change this noon into the lamb. Right? And then you merge the two lamb. You don't merge the noon. So in reality, it is what? Not merging of the noon sakin. It is merging of what? The lamb. فَإِلَّمْ. You see? Okay? فَإِلَّمْ. This happened where? In idgham bila gunna. Okay? But in idgham ma'al gunna, you merge the noon. Like for example, man yamshi. So you merge the noon into the ya. Here you change this noon sakin into a lam and you merge. If you say, I have to do it anyway because there is a shadda and the lam. No, this shadda is fake. This is only to make you say idgham bila gunna. If you look at a Qur'an which is printed in the Arab country, you will not see this shadda here. Okay? فَإِن لَمْ تَجِدُوا. Okay, here. What is here?
A nun mushaddad.
Do it.
فإن الله.
Here.
That's another. That's idgham bila gunna.
Do it.
غفور rahim.
غفور. So instead of saying run, you would say غفور rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم.
وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله.